Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Live from Sleep Train Arena in Sacramento, home of the Sacramento Kings, it's the CIF Sac-Joaquin section Division I Girls Basketball Championship game. Hello again, everybody. Paul Sheet on the play-by-play, joined by Sammy Meckler on the color. Sammy, two contrasts in styles tonight.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be a game all about tempo. St. Mary's has their patented press, and Kennedy is going to look to slow things down, not let the press rush them, and not fall into the trap both of turning the ball over, and if they get through the press, they don't want to fall into the trap of pushing the ball too much and looking for quick shots. They want to run their offense and get into half-court sets.
In the semifinals, St. Mary's forced 48 turnovers against Armio. Pretty typical of how the Rams like to play basketball.
Yeah, that's a minute, a turnover and a half every minute. That's pretty high-paced basketball.
Yeah, they are an up-and-down team. Two teams that have been very successful historically in the Sac-Joaquin section. St. Mary's going for its 14th section title. Kennedy going for its 6th. Two teams that won section titles a year ago.
Yeah, St. Mary's moving into Division I this year. Interesting to see. They're the heavy favorites today. We'll see if they can make the nice smooth transition and win the section title in D1 after D2 last year.
St. Mary's currently number 15 ranked in the United States according to Max Preps, number 7 in the state of California, number 1 in the Sac-Joaquin section. They are the Colossus, and we've got the introduction of the lineups, and take it away, Sammy. First for our visitors, the Kennedy Cougars.
So the point guard for the Cougars is number 33, Katie Lee. Shooting guard, Jessica Lauderdale, number 4. Small forward is number 21, Erica Eng. And power forward, number 24, Lynette Johnson. And at center, number 44, Delina Tyler Scott. And for the home St. Mary's Rams, point guard is Brianni Moore. Shooting guard, Kat Tudor. Small forward, number 24, Maria Lauren Ramos. Power forward, number 32, Unique Coleman. And at center, number 44, Charisse Holloway.
In the semifinals, Kat Tudor got 25 for St. Mary's in a winning effort, and Charisse Holloway chipped in with 32. Two seniors for St. Mary's headed to D1 schools next year on full rides. Unique Coleman headed to University of the Pacific, and currently injured. Rams have been doing all this without their starting point guard, Anome Jimmerigby, who is headed to UC Santa Barbara, who should be back for the NorCals, but she is out of action with a severe ankle sprain through this round of the playoffs. St. Mary's hoping to get her back for state.
Well, when you have a really balanced attack and your team is based on a concept like that press, you want to be able to continue without a vital player and a vital organ to your process and your offense and your entire team. And St. Mary's has been able to do that successfully so far in the section.
One of the variables in this game, as you look at it, is you get to this level now, and you had it in the semifinals, the 3 official crew as opposed to the normal 2 officials are used to working for. Sometimes for St. Mary's historically, that can be a minor issue along the way because they depend on the officials to let the teams play because everything's predicated off that press.
And when you have that third official in there, the officials are going to see more things. And when you have that press, they're going to play aggressive, and they're going to be going for steals and reaching. And if sometimes a slap of the wrist isn't seen with 2 officials, the third official might see that call and make the call, and St. Mary's will be a little more hesitant to be as aggressive if that's the case.
And we'll be back with the opening tip shortly. Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you are enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for the Play On Sports broadcast program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. And that's where St. Mary's games are now. We are a full partner. St. Mary's High School is with playonsports.com. And so we bring you the action tonight. Two teams getting ready for the opening tap here from the Sleep Train Arena. Curious, Sammy, how many times I'm going to call it Arco Arena tonight after all these many years.
Yeah, the signs telling you to get here still say Arco. I'm excited to see how the first few minutes go. If Kennedy is able to hold off and stay composed under the St. Mary's pressure, I think the first 2 minutes will be very representative of how the game's going to go.
Getting ready for the opening tap, Unique Coleman against Delaney Taylor, and trap controlled by the Cougars. Rams come out in the press, Moore deflects it out of bounds.
Yeah, right away, the Rams are showing their pressure, and they get a deflection after only 6 seconds.
Always going to be very active, St. Mary's on defense. Kennedy looking to inbound, Rams with pressure. Get it in, now they get the trap. Ball down low, just over the top. Turnover. Delaney Tyler Scott could not control. And there's turnover number 1.
And plays like that, Kennedy is definitely going to have to capitalize. They had an open layup at the hoops and just dropped the ball out of bounds. They're not going to get that many
Coleman
opportunities.
penetrates, and the layup off the glass. Rams up 2-0. And then, of course, make or miss, doesn't matter. St. Mary's presses. They are one of the few teams that will press after a miss. Over the top. Kennedy gets through it, but then Bree Moore with the steal. Moore with the dish to Holloway. Holloway has her shot at the bottom, and rebound by the Cougars. Lynette Johnson with the board for Kennedy. Steal at the other end. Bree Moore takes it to the bucket for the layup.
And the Cougars don't want to let St. Mary's set up their press. They need to move the ball up a little quicker, make it easier on themselves.
Cougars break the press this time. Trap. And a pass intended for Tyler Scott, and another turnover.
Yeah, Lynette Johnson already putting her hands down, telling her teammates to settle down and make the easy pass. Don't hit the home run ball against the trap.
6:58 left to go. First quarter. St. Mary's up 4-0. Pass to Coleman. Coleman. 3-ball, NBA style, no good. Rebound controlled by the Cougars. Getting it across now. Ng with the basketball at the arc. Gets it into the free throw lane. Kick it out. 3-pointer on the way. No good. Lauderdale misses the 3, and on the rebound, we've got a foul.
Yeah, against that press, the Cougars are they're going to get open shots. It's just a matter of executing, but they have to knock them down. In the first possession of the game, they dropped a point-blank attempt, and wide open 3 right there, couldn't get to go.
Foul on Delaney Tyler Scott, first personal, first team foul. Rams with the basketball, they lead 4-0. Moore with a little fancy dribble, penetrates, goes to the hole, gets it to go, as Chick Hearn used to say, motorcycle in a velodrome. Rams again with the pressure. They will do this throughout the entire game. And player slips to the floor, and we've got a foul here.
Yeah, Katie Lee was backing into the corner when after she caught the inbounds pass, and that's the exact opposite thing you want to do against the press. You want to stay in the middle of the floor as much as you can.
Fouls on Cherise Holloway, first personal, first team. At the other end. Long distance 3 on the way for Ng. She eyes it, tries it, and buys it. Or check that, Katie Lee with the 3. 6-3, Rams with the lead. Holloway in the lane, bank shot off the glass, good. 8-3 Rams. Pressure at the other end now. St. Mary's with the trap. Ng with the basketball, sends it back out. And that's about the 3rd time, Sammy, that they have tried to get the ball into Tyler Scott in the post where Kennedy has a size advantage, and 3 times that she's been unable to control that ball into the pivot.
Yeah, they've had some nice looks into her inside. Right there, she didn't have a defender on her back, and she just was looking to make the move before she caught the ball.
Coleman penetration, floater missed, rebound by Tyler Scott. Rams harassing even off the miss, over the top to Ng. Ng 2-on-2 break. Ng pulls up, 12-foot J, no good. Rebound by Lauderdale. Lauderdale shot no good off the glass. Rebound by Moore. Coleman gets it into Holloway. Holloway to Tudor. Tudor's pass deflected. Controlled by the Cougars. St. Mary's turnover.
The Cougars are dribbling up the sideline. They've done a nice job passing out of that, but that spells trouble generally against that trap.
Onto the side, mid-range jumper, no good by Ng. Rebound by Tyler Scott. Sends it back out. Into the corner, 3-ball on the way, in and out, heartbreak. No good, battle for the rebound, controlled by Maria Lauren Ramos. Rams with a 3-on-3 break. Holloway splits the defense but misses the layup. Rebound taken by Lynette Johnson for Kennedy. Lee at the other end kicks it to Ng. Back out to Lee, who earlier hit a 3. Pulls up. 12-foot mid-range J, no good. Battle for the rebound. Tudor controls for the Rams. Tudor pass to Holloway. Holloway loses the handle in the paint. Deflected and stolen by Johnson.
That's twice in a row Holloway hasn't converted on the break, and she's really loafed back on defense both times. She's
Ng to the high post to Johnson. Johnson misses the shot. Rebound put back by Tyler Scott. Good.
Yeah, Holloway needs to brush off her miss and turnover and get back on defense.
Coleman penetrates, drives to the hoop, misses the shot but draws the foul.
Kennedy's done a nice job so far playing against the press. They haven't had too many turnovers. They played under control. Looks like they've decidedly had a strategy of slowing it up against the press and letting the defense set up, but just making sure that they're under control and their offense is ready for it.
Unique Coleman hits the first one. The foul was on Delina Tyler Scott. Second personal, second team foul. Angel Johnson into the game for St. Mary's. Substitution. Caitlin Mitchell in for Kennedy. Second free throw, no good off the back of the iron. Rebound by Lynette Johnson. Lauderdale into the front court. Trapped. Rams go for the steal, don't get it. Yee gets down to Lauderdale. Lauderdale's pass into the post. Ng has her shot blocked. Stripped again. Goes back to Lee. Or to Lauderdale, rather. Lauderdale with the layup. Jessica Lauderdale with the bucket. 9-7.
And the Cougars got that hoop there, but boy, do the Rams swarm the ball as they're everywhere. Three players.
Moore
left and right.
splits the defense. Misses the layup. Rebound by Caitlin Mitchell. Johnson now in the backcourt. Getting it across, sometimes a challenge against this defense. Over the top with the ball, Lee. Lee gives it up to Ng. Ng shot from the side, no good, but she was fouled. And Alicia Ng will go to the line, shooting 2.
Yeah, a little over-aggression there. Don't want to foul her shooting a short jumper. Want to make her knock that shot down, not send her to the line.
Kennedy, an outstanding free throw shooting team. Ng on the year, 79% from the line. Makes the first one. Into the game for St. Mary's, Natalie Delgado replacing Kat Tudor. In and out heartbreak, rebound by Coleman, off the miss. Carissa Shipp also into the game now for St. Mary's. Moore, shaken and bacon. Finally dishes it out to Coleman, out to Shipp. Shipp for 3, no good off the back of the iron. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson now harassed in the paint, kicks it out to Delgado. Coleman thinks about it, penetrates, kicks it down low to Johnson. Johnson misses the layup. Rebound by Katie Lee.
Lee got lucky there. She picked up her dribble 90 feet away from the hoop, got bailed out by a teammate.
Lauderdale kicks it to Mitchell. Mitchell misses the shot, but Mitchell got fouled hard. And going to the line will be Caitlin Mitchell, a 91% free throw shooter on the year.
St. Mary's speed and athleticism has been on display, but Kennedy's been able to break the trap and break the press pretty consistently, and this second possession in a row they've gotten to the line where they're, as you said, a great free throw shooting team.
Kat Tudor back into the game, replacing Bree Moore. Second free throw, good, and 1:32 left to go, first period. We're knotted at 9. St. Mary's with the basketball. Coleman kicks it out to Delgado for 3, and Natalie Delgado eyes it, tries it, and buys it. Ball stolen on the inbound. Johnson kicking it to Delgado. Delgado again for 3, and she banks it off the glass.
That was behind the NBA line, too.
15-9.
Showing her range.
Rams not afraid to shoot those threes. Three-pointer at the other end, no good, off the back of the iron by Lynette Johnson. Rebound control by Tudor.
That's what Kennedy doesn't want to get enticed into doing. They don't want to take the quick shots that St. Mary's press makes you feel like are there for you.
Kick to Ship. Ship penetrates into the lane, kicks it out to Tudor. Kat Tudor the other night was 7 for 8 from the arc. And Bree Moore will replace Unique Coleman.
Returning for the Rams, number 14, Bree Moore. Rams ball.
Foul called there on Katie Lee, first personal, third team foul. Into the corner for Tudor. Tudor for 3, no good. Rebound controlled by Sydney Owen, who's into the game now for Kennedy. Owen with the basketball and has it stripped behind by Ship. Goes back to Owen. Johnson out at the arc, harassed by 2 Ram defenders. Always pressure into Lauderdale. Lauderdale penetrates, and Lauderdale travels in the paint. 4.6 seconds left to go. First period. St. Mary's 15, Kennedy 9. Tudor to Moore. Clock taking forever to get started. And I wonder if the official's going to convey over that. That clock did not start till the Rams had gotten the ball across midcourt. And now it's down to 2.5. So we'll see if the officials make an adjustment to the clock here.
Yeah, Moore rolled the ball to Tudor, but they weren't really on the same page. Tudor picked it up as soon as the ball
and they
came to her.
They lower it to 1.5 seconds. Rams will inbound. Moore. And we've got a foul away from the basketball. And I believe they're going to call Angel Johnson for the foul. And that's exactly what they do. First personal on Angel, fourth team foul on the Rams.
Offensive foul, weight 33.
And Kennedy gets it inbound. It's stolen, and that's the end of the quarter. Your score at the end of 1, St. Mary's 15, Kennedy 9.
Yeah, with around 2 minutes left in the quarter, Kennedy had tied things up at 9 and they were doing a nice job of holding off St. Mary's, really superior athletically and superior skill-wise, but a couple threes from St. Mary's, and now Kennedy's in a 6-point hole heading into the second. They need to try to evade the temptation of dribbling to escape pressure from St. Mary's, and they need to pass out of traps and pass out of the press, because once you start dribbling, that's when you get into trouble against the St. Mary's.
And the Rams really haven't been in a competitive game since February the 9th when they played Bishop O'Dowd and lost 80-59 in Oakland about 3 weeks ago to the date. Hey, we'll have live coverage of basketball from around the country in March as we hit the section and state championships. March Madness will reign around California and beyond as we bring you action from one end of the country to the other. Join us in March for championship basketball coverage brought to you by your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com. So 15-9, Paul Sheet, Sammy Meckler, live from the Sleep Train Arena, home of the Sacramento Kings. Girls Sac-Joaquin Section Division I Championship game. St. Mary's Rams, Kennedy Cougars. Rams will inbound to start the second quarter. Moore on the back door, misses the shot but draws the foul.
Yeah, Paul Moore has shown a few times so far this game that she's the quickest player on the court. And right there, she knew what she was doing, inbounding the ball, and she just sprinted to the hoop for the backdoor cut.
First free throw, in and out heartbreak. Second free throw on the way, she gets it. 16-9, St. Mary's with the lead, and guess what? Full court press. St. Mary's, if nothing else, you take time off the other team's clock. They have little time to run their offense. It takes them so long to get it in. At the other end, Johnson, cross-court pass to Lee. Lee three-pointer, that's her second one of the night. 16-12, and Kennedy keeps hanging around.
Yeah, they're going to need to hit those shots to hang with St. Mary's.
Coleman with the basketball. Unique, penetrates, goes up, misses the floater, but draws the foul.
The Cougars press break that last possession, even though they got it across and the nice three-pointer from Lee. They need to get a little more. They need to get more movement in and out from their players on the weak side of the court. They're kind of leaving their backcourt players out to dry with the ball and needing to make 40-foot passes to get anything going.
Coleman makes the first one. The foul was on Caitlin Mitchell. First personal, 15 foul. Second free throw, no good. Battle for the rebound, and Moore just unable to save it. It will be Kennedy basketball. 17-12, 7:18 left in the half. St. Mary's with the lead. Kennedy with the ball, facing that St. Mary's press. Lee gets it across, and we've got a foul. Fouls on Maria Lauren Ramos. First personal, 15 foul. Team foul situation, each team with 5. Johnson, cross-court pass to Lee. Lee for another 3, no good. Rebound putback, though, by Lynette Johnson. And Kennedy pulls within 3.
And you'll have some of those possessions with the press. There's just no one to box out Johnson after the missed shot.
Try to get the ball into the paint, and it's stolen by Johnson. Rams even off the steal press. At the other end, ball down low to Lauderdale. Lauderdale had the shot, passed it up. Instead, it's a turnover. Lauren Ramos on the break to Moore. Moore spins in the lane, and she travels.
It was a pretty spin move and a nice dish off, but ref thought it was a travel.
Angel Johnson going to replace Bree Moore. Sydney Owen back into the game for Kennedy. And pass is stolen by Tudor. Tudor with the layup, misses. Battle for the rebound. Lauren Ramos can't control, and it'll be Kennedy basketball. St. Mary's just seems out of sync right here so far, Sammy, in the early going.
Yeah, they've been able to force a couple turnovers here and there, but yeah, they've been missing easy shots, careless turnovers. They're only holding on to this 3-point lead.
Johnson, Owen, cross-court pass to Lee. Lee sends it to Johnson for 3, and we've got a tie, folks. She eyes it, tries it, and buys it. Lynette Johnson, and we're knotted at 17. Angel Johnson for St. Mary's. Kicks it out to Holloway, and Holloway travels.
Yeah, like you said, St. Mary's hasn't been in a close game for a month. They're in really uncharted waters right here. Tie game in the second quarter. Kennedy's hanging around, and St. Mary's might start to press, not their defense, but just press in the game a little bit.
Kennedy taking their time, beating that press. Owen, three-pointer on the way, and she gets it, Sydney Owen. And the Kennedy Cougars have the lead with 5:30 left to go in the first half. Penetration by Coleman. Coleman loses the handle, gets it back and makes the layup. Oh, and they said she was not on the line, so it's 19-19. Said it wasn't a three-pointer by Owen. Correction, that's a two. Knotted at 19. Kennedy with the basketball. Down low to Lee. Lee's bounce pass into the paint. And a nice layup assist for Jessica Lee. Assist for Caitlin Mitchell. Or bucket for Caitlin Mitchell. Assist for Lee.
The problem with St. Mary's press so far has been once it's
Holloway's three-pointer, no good.
Once the press has been broken, they haven't done a great job of getting back to contest the shots. Like right here.
Pull-up jumper by Lee at the other end, no good. Rebound by Mitchell. Mitchell's putback, no good. Mitchell's second putback, no good. And Sydney Owen coming up with the ball for Kennedy. Penetration by Johnson. Johnson's floater, no good. Rebound by Coleman at the other end. Coleman trying to go coast to coast. Pull-up mid-range jumper, gets it to go, and draws the foul. Unique Coleman showing why she's headed to the University of the Pacific next year.
Yeah, that's why that team's so dynamic. She got the ball and just took it herself coast to coast, beat a few defenders, and drew a little bit of contact and knocked down a 10-footer.
Foul was on Sydney Owens, second personal, 6-team foul. Coleman will be at the line shooting one. And in and out heartbreak, game tied at 21. 4:15 left to go, first half. Ing with the basketball, gets it into the lane to Owen. Owen with the give and go down low to Caitlin Mitchell, who gets the bucket. Assist from Owen, and the Rams with a turnover at the other end. Ship tries to get it down to Johnson and overthrows her. St. Mary's turnover.
You can sense a little bit of unease with St. Mary's as Kennedy's become more comfortable. They're in this game. They feel like they belong here, and St. Mary's is not used to this sort of tight game.
Lee's pass down low to Mitchell. Mitchell with the easy layup. Caitlin Mitchell with the bucket, 25-21. Biggest lead of the night for Kennedy. Bree Moore penetrates, makes the basket, but they say she traveled.
Yeah, that looked like a tough call. She looked from here, she took 2 steps. It was a little slow, but if anything, I thought it was going to be a 3-point play opportunity.
25-21, Kennedy with the lead in the basketball. Rams with pressure. Lee gets it to Ing. Ing penetrates, and it's stolen by Holloway. Holloway with a 2-on-2 break has the ball deflected from behind, and St. Mary's will maintain possession.
Holloway did a nice job at jumping that passing lane. If she had guessed wrong, it might have been a wide open layup, but she guessed right and got the steal.
Moore with the basketball. Into the corner for Holloway. Holloway penetrates. Kicks it out to Ship. Ship for 3. No good off the back of the iron. Ball is tipped and off one of the Kennedy players' body, and Kennedy maintains possession. Bounce pass down low to Mitchell. Mitchell misses the banker. Mitchell with the putback attempt, no good. Battle for the rebound. Volleyballed around. Finally, Delgado controls, and we're going to have a foul here. Foul is on Caitlin Mitchell, second personal. 7th team foul, and that'll send Natalie Delgado to the line, shooting a 1-on-1.
Kennedy's decided to put probably their best ball handler, Lee, in the front court against the press, and have Mitchell down low so that once they break the press in the backcourt, Lee has the ball and is able to make a decision whether to take it herself or dish it to Mitchell down low.
Free throw on the way. No good off the back of the iron. Holloway deflects. Rebound, though, controlled by Ing, who's immediately double-teamed into the corner. Finally controlled by Johnson. Johnson gets it across to Ing, to Lee, to Ing, down low to Mitchell. Mitchell, cross court. Johnson. Ball deflected and stolen by Holloway. Holloway misses the layup at the other end. That's got to be about the fourth missed layup tonight for St. Mary's. Ball deflected, finally stolen by Delgado. Delgado to Holloway. Holloway for the layup at the other end, and this time she gets it to go. Charisse Holloway with the bucket. 25-23, Kennedy with the lead. 2:16 left to go, first half. Ing into the paint. Ing, 12-foot jumper, in and out heartbreak. Battle for the rebound. Mitchell's putback attempt blocked, but Kennedy maintains possession. Out to Lee for three, no good. Rebound by Coleman for the Rams. Coleman with the 2-on-2 break. Coleman trying to go coast to coast and does. Unique Coleman with the bucket. Give her 10 on the night, and we're knotted at 25. And 1:50 left to go, first half. Timeout on the floor. Your score, St. Mary's 25, Kennedy 25.
Timeout, Kennedy.
Play On Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at Play On Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube and at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
Yeah, since she came in the game, Caitlin Mitchell's been a huge difference for the Cougars. Lynette Johnson, the starter, was having some trouble catching the ball inside when her teammates and the guards broke the St. Mary's press. But Mitchell, on the other hand, has been getting inside, putting up quickly before any defenders could get to her and try and strip the ball away. And she's got 7 points, has been a big part of Kennedy's attack and why it's a tie game right now.
Well, you know, there's an old story in sports, Sammy, and that's the longer you let an underdog hang around, the more that underdog starts to believe. And with 1:50 left to go in the first half, Kennedy is more and more believing, and that's a dangerous thing for any favorite.
Yeah, when you're a road team, this is a neutral playing area, but when you're a road team, you just want to hang around, give yourself a chance at the end of the game.
Cross-court pass stolen. Johnson gets it to Lauren Ramos. Lauren Ramos takes it to the hole, misses the layup. Rebound taken by Lee. Lee has it deflected and gets it back. Rams with the pressure. Johnson attacks from the side, over the top to Ing. Ing down low to Mitchell. Mitchell makes the layup. Assist from Alicia Ing. 27-25, Kennedy with the lead. 1:11 left to go, first half here from the Sleep Train Arena. Moore to Tudor. Tudor thought about the top of the key three. Moore looking, finally sends it back out to Kat Tudor, the freshman. Moore penetrates, throws up the floater, gets it to go, and draws the foul. Bree Moore with that explosive first step there.
She probably heard that whistle and thought that she might have been called for a traveling call. She was called for a couple of travels that she didn't agree with, but this time she did get the foul and is going to the line.
Fouls on Lynette Johnson, first personal, 8th team foul. Charisse Holloway back into the game, along with Natalie Delgado. Chance for the old-fashioned three-pointer here. And Moore's free throw is good. St. Mary's back out in front, 28-27. 49.2 seconds left to go, first half. Rams with pressure. Johnson gets it down low. They get it into the paint to Mitchell, and Mitchell traveled. Too much indecision. Mitchell should have just gone up strong there, but instead tried to make that extra move and creates the turnover.
Yeah, Mitchell has been doing a great job of going up right away and decisively so far in this half, but there she just overthought it a little bit, heard some footsteps and waited. That's why she traveled.
Bree Moore with the basketball, kicks it out to Tudor. Tudor top of the key three, no good, off the back of the iron. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson immediately double team, dribbles through it. Johnson gives it up to the trailer, Lauderdale. Back to Lauderdale. Lauderdale thinks about the three, penetrates instead. Layup, no good. And that's halftime. A much closer first half than we were anticipating. Your score at the half, St. Mary's 28, Kennedy 27.
Yeah, I'm really surprised. St. Mary's came out in the press and they were up 4-0. There were a couple of turnovers by Kennedy. Looked like things were going their way, but Kennedy settled down and they've handled the press very nicely. They're content to pass the ball back and forth in the backcourt and wait to get an opening and not have any stupid turnovers.
Yeah, very, very shocking turn of events, but that's why you play the game. As Herm Edwards once said, you play the game to see who's going to win. And Kennedy, the underdog, hanging in there with St. Mary's, down just 28-27 at the half. We'll be back with some halftime statistics if we can come up with those. But your score at the half, 28-27, Kennedy, St. Mary's with the lead.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot.
.316 left to go in this ball game. I formation, 3rd and 3 from the 45 of the Wolverines. And this time, holy cow! Dion almost hands it to the Westview player. He's going to run this to the 5-10. Touchdown, Wolverines! How did that happen? That was
Snyder.
Holy cow! He was in the backfield before the running back could even get the handoff. He took the handoff from Dion.
He took the ball right out of Dion's hands and just
holy cow!
Can't say I've seen that one very often.
Snyder comes shooting in from the A-gap. I think Dion froze when he saw him. He's ready to hand off to his running back. He froze when he saw him and just let him have the ball.
12 seconds to go. Oh, you could hear a pin drop.
5, 4, 3, 2. Get the snap off. Last play of the game. Brewster rolls right. Gets away from 2 sacks. Dons win. Sack at the 20-yard line. What a game.
And number 40, Lucas Zinder with the game-saving sack. And there is heartbreak on one sideline and a jubilation on another.
Offset eye for the Grizzlies as Keeney takes it under center. They'll send a man in motion, pitch back to Bird on the sweep. Bird finds a seam. He might go, folks. 20, 15, 10. Drags a tackler. Touchdown! Bird goes 38 yards for the touchdown on the sweep. One more snap is all it's going to take, and there you have it, folks. Your 2011 Division I Sac-Joaquin section champions, the Granite Bay Grizzlies, as they defeat Pleasant Grove 30-24.
Jacqueline Williamson. Her serve is over. Dug by Holt. Giblin going back to Holt near side. Cut shot, kept alive, back and one by Cathedral. And this one is out as Castanon Hill sends it wide. And the Cathedral Dons have won the title 16-14 in Game 5.
Thomas with the ball, swings it out to Norris. Cameron Taylor tried to block that one away. Norris with a strong take, blocked by B.J. Anya. Huge block. Robinson leading the break the other way, gets it to Grant. Slam dunk Jeremy Grant off the feed from James Robinson. What a play by the Stag.
Runner at third is Chavez. 8-2 the score. Bottom of the 7th. The 1-2. Popped in the air. This should do it. Cortopassi says it's mine. Now he's fading on it. And he can't make the catch, but Gaff comes in from center field and does. Congratulations to the St. Mary's Rams, a three-peat. They win it 8-2 against Franklin to take the series 2-0.
But this is time to run an offensive set that you've done all through the season in practice.
Yeah, and you also, you get it to your hottest player right now, just like they're getting it to Eichhorst right here. He's going to try to create some space, find somebody on the backside that's open.
Eichhorst flush out to the right. Oh, breaks free of a player. Eichhorst on his own, shoots and scores, bounces a shot home. Coos can't handle the shot. Eichhorst takes off the shirt and the helmet. And how about that? Alex called it. Eichhorst, after sustaining the injury in the third quarter of play, has scored the game winner with 22 seconds gone in the overtime period. Dogpile on the field. Marin Academy take it. A fantastic finish to this game, and well, I hope his other ankle isn't hurting after this.
Hancock to his immediate left. 2 receivers far side, 1 near side. Hancock on a counter right side. He's inside the 10. He bounces off a tackler at the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Helix. And behind Hancock, the field is littered with white jerseys on the turf.
Wow. Hancock not to be outdone by his fellow playmakers on offense. Put on a show on that short 12-yard touchdown run. Looked like he was down after 3 yards, just threw a defender on the ground.
As sophomore Chris Carter sits under center in their tight wing formation. Lycos in motion. Second back through is Freeman. Freeman just knocking people over. Look at him run. Breaks through. 4 tackles. And now it's just a foot race to the end zone. And Freeman's going to go the distance. Touchdown Imperial on the first play of the second half. 2nd and 6 for Imperial from their own 47. They're going to give it to Freeman again off the left side. And Freeman gets by one wave and down across the 40-yard line. Still on his feet. Look at him run down to the 20-yard line. One man to beat. Gets by him. Touchdown Freeman. How did he do that? Holy cow. 64-yard touchdown run. His 5th of the game. Royce Freeman, ladies and gentlemen, you're about to see the top rushing, and as I look over to our partners at KXO Radio, the top rusher in the San Diego section for the next 2 years.
That's just amazing. That is just amazing. They hit him in the backfield. They hit him at the line of scrimmage. They hit him a couple yards downfield. They hit him again near the goal line.
Keep those Lowell fans quiet over there.
Lum sets it up for Pang. Long, it's out. Low, a magnificent 7 titles in the San Francisco section in dramatic style as they pull out a fantastic victory over a spirited Galileo Lions team. They win the 4th game, 31-29, and they take the 2012 Academic Athletic Association San Francisco section title.
Officials say no 5-second count can be started. Nobody was close enough defensively. Lyle's going to swing left side, Robinson. Here is a backdoor lob for Grant. They've been wanting that all game. And they got it, 50-42. They lulled you to sleep, and then they hit Grant on the back door.
They trail by 2. McMorrow's kick is on the way, and it is good. St. Augustine has their first lead of the game, 21-20, with 25 seconds to play. The senior McMorrow with a huge kick, not the longest of his career, but the biggest.
And we're back. Score at the half, Sac-Joaquin section, Division I Girls Basketball Championship. The much favored much favored St. Mary's Rams leading the Kennedy Cougars 28-27. And Sammy, I'm going to look at some halftime statistics here. We talked about some of this just a second ago. Key statistic that just jumps off the page at you, St. Mary's has only forced 13 turnovers against Kennedy. Now against a normal team, 13 turnovers seems quite a lot, but St. Mary's is used to literally forcing about 40 turnovers or more in a game. And at the half, Kennedy's just committed 13.
Yeah, Kennedy's done a really nice job of staying under control against the press. They've had a few times where they've gotten a little ahead of themselves and tried something that they shouldn't, and St. Mary's has pounced on them. But generally speaking, behind Lee, who's done an excellent job of running the team, they they've executed, they've waited to find a hole in the press, they've broken it, and they've gotten a lot of 2-on-1 opportunities in the open court, and they've capitalized.
The other stat that just jumps off the page at you is the rebounding between the two teams. Kennedy has the size over St. Mary's, and it shows in these rebounding stats for the first half, where Kennedy has a 25-11 lead in the boards. So Kennedy out well ahead in the boards. Leading scorers in the first half for St. Mary's, Unique Coleman, 4 out of 6 from the field, 0 for 1 from three-point land, 2 for 5 from the line for 10 points. Bree Moore with 8, Natalie Delgado with 2 3-pointers, and then 4 points for Holloway. For the Kennedy Cougars, leading scorer in the first half off the bench, Caitlin Mitchell, 4 for 7 from the field, 1 for 2 from the charity stripe for 9 points, 6 points for Lee on those 2 3-pointers. Johnson with 5, and then 2 points apiece for Lauderdale, Tyler Scott, and Owen. And then Ing, 1 for 2 from the line for 1 point. 28-27, and we're getting ready to start the second half here from Sleep Train Arena. Kennedy to inbound, Rams with the pressure. Cougars get it in. Cross-court pass, 3-pointer on the way for Lauderdale, no good. Rebound taken by Bree Moore.
Yeah, even though that was a miss, that's indicative of what Kennedy's been able to do. They've been able to see over the press and over traps and find open players for good looks.
Kat Tudor penetrates, floater, gets it to go. Kat Tudor with her first points. She had 25 in the semifinals against Armio the other night, 7 for 8 from three-point land, and her first points in the third quarter, 30-27. Double team with the trap, Holloway with the tip, and I think we're going to get Holloway called for the push. Sharice Holloway with her second personal, first team foul. Kennedy with the basketball, trailing by 3.
St. Mary's looks a little bit hesitant to be over-aggressive. They had a great trap right at the half-court line, but you'd expect to come up with a steal there, but they couldn't get anything.
Ball down low to Lynette Johnson, who makes the bucket, 30-29. Coleman, top of the key 3, no good off the front of the iron. And it goes out of bounds, and it'll be Kennedy basketball.
It's obvious that St. Mary's offense is fueled so much by their press, and when they're not generating so many turnovers, it makes it that much harder on their offense to get points.
With that trademark press, Kennedy gets it across. Lee, trapped near half court, kicks it into the corner for Johnson. Johnson down low, beautiful pass, easy layup for Alicia Ing, assist from Lynette Johnson, and Kennedy back out in front, 31-30.
Johnson's actually absolutely dicing St. Mary's up from the left side of the floor, looking over the defense and just waiting for the open man to present herself.
Bree Moore penetrates, gets it to go somehow, some way, off the glass, off the iron, and Moore draws the foul. Foul is on Jessica Lauderdale, first personal, first team foul. And Bree Moore at the line shooting 1. Free throw up and it's good. 33-31. Rams with the pressure after the made free throw. Kennedy doing a great job handling this press so far. Ing dribbles through it. Back to Lauderdale. Over to Yee, the 3-guard attack of Kennedy. Double team. Back to Lauderdale, over to Johnson. Johnson thinks about the 3, penetrates instead and misses the layup. Battle for the rebound, controlled by Moore underneath. Bree Moore trying to take it coast to coast. Tried to give it up to Holloway and it's deflected out of bounds by Lauderdale. St. Mary's will inbound underneath their own bucket.
Bree Moore showed off her speed there, blowing by everybody before almost getting to the hoop.
Moore finally gets it into Holloway. Holloway thinks about the three, penetrates instead. Spin move off the glass, no good. Rebound by Lee. Kennedy with the basketball. Lee, double teamed, gets it there to Lauderdale, into Ing. Ing, mid-range jumper, no good. A rebound by Tyler Scott, kicks it out to Johnson. Johnson penetrates, misses the layup. Finally, rebound taken by Coleman. Coleman off to Moore. Moore penetrates, misses the floater, but draws the foul. Bree Moore showing extreme quickness in the open floor, Sammy.
Yeah, she really is, and that's all St. Mary's has been able to get going so far in this half is Bree Moore manufacturing things in the open floor, and they need her to continue it because Kennedy's not going away.
Bree Moore makes the free throw. 34-31. Natalie Delgado and Carissa Shipp into the game for St. Mary's as Lauren Ramos and Holloway take a seat. Second free throw good. 35-31. Rams with pressure. Kennedy getting it across. Now trapped is Lauderdale. Lauderdale dribbles through the trap, gets it out to Johnson. Johnson goes baseline, kicks it out to Lee for three, and Lee with her third three-pointer of the night.
Another great pass from Johnson. That's her third one so far in this quarter. A skip pass from the left baseline out to the wing on the right side.
A lot of assists from the power forward. 35-34. Moore kicks it into the corner for Tudor. Back to Bree, who fakes the three. Kicks it out for Delgado. Delgado's three-pointer, no good. Rebound by Tyler Scott. And the Rams with the press even after the miss. Over the top, Lee. Lee to Tyler Scott down low. Tyler Scott with the bucket. And Delana Tyler Scott with the bucket, and Kennedy up by one. The underdog just hanging in there. Rams prohibitive favorites coming into this one, and they are trailing by one. Penetration by Coleman. Coleman's underhand scoop shot no good. Rebound by Lauderdale. And then a turnover at the other end to Moore. Moore with the layup. That's what St. Mary's intends to do off that press.
Yeah, that was a rare mistake by Kennedy there, giving St. Mary's one of the few turnovers and easy baskets they've had from their press.
Into the corner for Lee. Lee cross-court pass to Ing. Tries to get it down low to Tyler Scott, and it's deflected away by Shipp. And it will be Kennedy basketball underneath their own basket. Sharice Holloway and Angel Johnson back into the game. Kat Tudor going to take a seat, along with Bree Moore.
The offenses are really polar opposites right now. Kennedy's done a really nice job moving the ball and waiting for the best shot, whereas
ball into the paint to Tyler Scott, who can't maintain, but it goes back to Lee. Lee kicks it out. Three-pointer on the way by Lauderdale. No good. Battle for the rebound, and we're going to have a jump ball, and the arrow is going to give it to St. Mary's.
Yeah, just to finish my thought, St. Mary's has been impatient. The longer they've had to struggle offensively, the more impatient they seem, and they are reluctant to work the ball around and wait for a good shot to present itself, and they just want to kind of get to the hoop and get something going.
Holloway penetrates to the free throw line, thinks about the free throw J, sends it out instead to Coleman. Now Coleman pump fakes, drives, misses the layup, but draws the foul. Unique Coleman.
Luckily for them, they are very good, so they do get to the line and get some hoops this way.
Foul is on Delana Tyler Scott. Third personal, third team foul. Coleman makes the free throw. 38-36, St. Mary's with the lead. 2:51 left to go, third quarter. Caitlin Mitchell back into the game, replacing Delana Tyler Scott. And Mitchell was the leading scorer in the first half for Kennedy. Second free throw by Coleman, no good. A rebound by Johnson. Lauderdale. Kennedy Gets it across. Delgado trying for the steal, gets the steal. Delgado trying to take it coast to coast, and does for the layup. 40-36.
Katie Lee's been really good with the ball so far, and she just lost track of Delgado there, and Delgado picked her pocket.
Rams with pressure. Johnson now harassing Lauderdale in the backcourt. Now the trap comes with Delgado, and Delgado with the steal off the deflection. Gets it to Ship. Ship, 12-foot jumper, no good. Ship saves it. No, she didn't. She was out of bounds.
Even though the Rams didn't get anything out of that possession, they're finally getting something going out of their press. 2 turnovers in a row, and the Cougars just looked flummoxed there as they had nothing going. No one was open and nowhere to go.
And a timeout on the floor from Kennedy. Your score with 2:06 left to go here in the third period. St. Mary's 40, Kennedy 36. You're watching the CIF Sac-Joaquin Section Championships on PlayOnSports.com and CIF Sac-Joaquin TV. Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you are enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for Play On Sports School Basketball Program. This program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to PlayOnSports.com/SBP.
With Kennedy only down 4 here, and now they have Caitlin Mitchell back in the game, who was really that's what changed things for them in the first half when they were down 6 after the first quarter, and she came up huge for them in the second quarter, scoring at the end of the press.
Kennedy showing great patience against that St. Mary's press. Also being aided by the fact that in girls basketball there is no 10-second timeline. Literally, Kennedy gets it across, and it takes him 28 seconds. At the other end, shot by Ng, no good off the front of the iron. Acrobatic rebound by Johnson. Johnson, spin move, put back, and a bucket for Lynette Johnson, 40-38.
That's just a killer for St. Mary's. They played 35 seconds of defense. Like you said, it took Kennedy 28 seconds to get the ball past half court, but you got to finish the possession, got to get that rebound.
Moore loses the handle on the way to the bucket, but they say she was fouled and in the act of shooting. So Bree Moore going to go to the line.
Once again, Moore doing a nice job of breaking down her defender off the dribble and getting to the line.
Fouls on Jessica Lauderdale, second personal, 4th team foul. First free throw good by Moore. Moore 6 for 7 from the line tonight. Second free throw, good. 42-38, St. Mary's with the lead. Coming in the press. Rams with pressure. Kennedy with patience. Ng has it stolen though by Moore. Moore dishes down low to Johnson. Johnson misses the layup. Stolen right back by Moore. Moore with a spin move of her own, gets it to go and draws the foul. Bree Moore showing her absolute dominance there, Sammy.
Yeah, that was an unbelievable display. The first the steal, and then she had a really good shovel pass, and then after they couldn't convert, another steal. Lightning quick spin move, and she's able to finish with the contact and doesn't convert the three-point
In and out heartbreak on the free throw, though. Doesn't convert. Foul was on Alicia Ng, first personal, 5th team foul. Rams with the press, up by 6. Into the corner for Lauderdale. Lauderdale slips down, and they say that she stepped on the out-of-bounds line. And so another Kennedy turnover. 44-38 ties the largest lead of the night for St. Mary's. Chance to extend it here with 39 seconds left to go here in the third period.
And the feel of the game is really starting to switch. St. Mary's seems to be like, even though they're only up 6, like you said, it's their biggest lead of the game, and they're really asserting themselves right here.
Coleman at the free throw line, penetrates, gets the floater to go off the glass. Unique Coleman with 13. Rams up by 8. 12 seconds left to go, third quarter. Slipping down Johnson, 2 seconds, and the ball deflected out of bounds. Kennedy gets it across, but St. Mary's defense limits Kennedy to 1.2 seconds for this desperation heave upcoming.
Back at the Rams for 44, Sharice Holloway. Cougars ball.
Lauderdale looking, has it stolen by Coleman, and that's the end of the third quarter. Your score at the end of 3, St. Mary's 46, Kennedy 38. You are watching the Sac-Joaquin Section Division I Girls Basketball Championship here on PlayOnSports.com and CIF Sac-Joaquin TV. Play on Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at Play on Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube and at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school sports action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. Paul Sheet and Sammy Meckler live from the Sleep Train Arena. Thoughts, Sammy, on St. Mary's finally getting that lead out there?
Yeah, yeah, they were finally able to pull away, get some separation. For the first half, it was a tie game. No team had a lead more than 3 or 4 points throughout the game, and really Kennedy's team looked like the better team. The team under more control, more composed. They weren't letting the press get to them, and for the first half of the third quarter, it stayed that way. But really with Bree Moore, she was the difference in the end of the third quarter. A couple of great steals and got herself to the line and just forcing the issue. And St. Mary's now is an 8-point lead. It's going to be tough for Kennedy to come back from that.
Turnover story, 21-15. St. Mary's with the lead in that category. Down low, getting it into the block to Johnson. Johnson shot his block from behind. Rebound taken by Coleman, and we're going to have a rebounding foul on Kennedy.
Kennedy foul, 24, Lynette Johnson.
Fouls on Lynette Johnson, second personal, 6-team foul. St. Mary's will be in the bonus the rest of the game now.
One thing I've noticed about Mitchell since she's back in the game now, she's not a playmaker. So when she gets the ball 6 feet from the hoop, she's got to look to shoot that. She shouldn't pass that one off to Johnson. She's got to look at the hoop and try to score. She's a scorer in there for them.
Moore with the basketball. Into the corner for Lauren Ramos. Back out to Coleman. Into the paint to Holloway. Holloway puts up the shot in traffic, gets it to go. 48-38, Rams' largest lead of the night, 10. And pressure off of it.
Yeah, Kennedy needs something to stop the bleeding here. They need to get back to what they were doing in the first half and not rush things and not let Bree Moore do things like that.
Owen has it stolen by Bree Moore. Bree Moore with the layup. And a timeout, Kennedy. Bree Moore, her 21st point of the night. And with 7:08 left to go in this one, St. Mary's 50, Kennedy 38. Bree Moore certainly has changed the tempo of this game with her steals and offense and penetration.
Yeah, you never want to put the ball down on the floor if you have no purpose of doing that, especially against the press, and especially when you have a defender like Bree Moore hounding you. So when Kennedy starts doing that, they get into trouble and put Bree Moore in a position where she can do whatever she wants. And the last few minutes of the game, she's really been the best player on the court and been everywhere.
We'll have live coverage of basketball from around the country throughout the month of March as we hit section and state championships. March Madness will reign around California and beyond, and we bring you the action from one end of the country to the other. Join us in March for championship basketball coverage brought to you by your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. So the Rams elongate the lead 50-38, and they come out in that press, looking to create turnovers. Get it inbounds to Owen. Owen over the top now to Ing. Ing off to Johnson. Johnson for three. No good off the back of the iron. Johnson with her own rebound. Kicks it over to Ing. Ing for three. In and out, heartbreak, no good. Rebound finally controlled by Maria Lauren Ramos. Rams have been getting killed tonight on the boards. 35-15 on those boards.
Yeah, that's been one of the reasons Kennedy's been able to stay in the game so long. Even when they miss, when they get their opportunities, because they won't be able to get as many shots with all the turnovers that the Rams create. But with their second chance opportunities, they've been able to stay in the game.
Natalie Delgado eyes it and tries it and buys it from the bank. 53-38. And a careless turnover there. Alicia Ing trying to get it across to Lee, throws it out of bounds, and now the Rams are starting to assert their dominance with 6:16 left to go in this one.
And even though that was an unforced turnover, that is a product of the press, as you can see that the Cougars are tired and they're worn down from having to go against this press the whole game, and careless mistakes like that, errant passes, will happen when you're after playing for 25 plus minutes against this grueling press.
Moore kicks it out to Coleman, unique for three, air ball. Rebound taken by Lynette Johnson, and she gets tied up by Natalie Delgado, and the Rams will maintain possession. Natalie Delgado doing an excellent job tying up the much taller Lynette Johnson.
Yeah, Lynette Johnson's got to keep that ball high after she gets the rebound, and not when you're a big player, you're told to keep the ball high, not bring it low, not just when you're in the paint, but whenever you get a rebound or have the ball.
Moore going to run some time here. Rams with a 15-point lead, letting the clock run. Coleman inside 10 seconds. Sends it to Moore, 4 seconds. Long distance three-pointer, no good off the back of the iron. Delgado had the rebound but couldn't keep the handle, and it'll go over to the Kennedy Cougars.
Last few times, the Cougars haven't been able to do much damage against the press. We'll see how they do here.
Errant pass, picked off by Moore. Moore doing a nice job just keeping her dribble alive. Turning on the crowd here at the Sleep Train Arena.
Looked like Marcus Haynes right there.
Bree Moore with the basketball. Sends it inside to Holloway. Holloway misses the layup, but drew the foul. Great no-look pass by Moore, but Holloway couldn't convert, but she did draw the foul.
Kennedy foul, 24, Lynette Johnson, her third,
Lynette Johnson's third personal, 7th team foul, and Charisse Holloway at the line shooting two.
Well, Kennedy hasn't scored yet this quarter, and St. Mary's is just really taking control of this game, and there's seemingly no way that Kennedy's going to come back, as it's even an accomplishment when they get the ball past half court in the fourth quarter after doing such a good job in the first 2.5 quarters against the St. Mary's press.
Holloway makes them both. Gives her 8 on the night. 55-38. Rams again with the trademark press. Dribbling through it, Alicia Ing. Ing penetrates. Ing throws up a floater, no good. Rebound by Coleman. Rams with a 2-on-2 break. Gives it up to Moore. Moore misses the layup. Battle for the rebound, and one of the Kennedy players was out of bounds when she touched the basketball. So St. Mary's will maintain possession. And a timeout from Kennedy. 4:31 left to go in this one. St. Mary's 55, Kennedy 38. Stay tuned for the PlayOnSports.com postgame show, where we will select our player of the game and have a live interview with that player. That's coming up following the game on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
Well, it seems like Moore has been the player of the game so far. She's really been the catalyst for St. Mary's and turned things around when it was a back and forth game for 2.5 quarters. no team could really break free, and even though we expected St. Mary's to come in and dominate as they were the heavy favorites, Kennedy did a great job hanging around, but Moore has just been too much energy and wreaking so much havoc in the backcourt against Kennedy.
No, she's the leading scorer tonight for St. Mary's. 7 for 10 from the field, 0 for 1 from the three-point line, 7 for 9 from the line. Steals, 7 steals so far for Bree Moore, and many more turnovers forced. Turnover story, we keep you the running total of that when you have St. Mary's. 25 turnovers for Kennedy, 17 for St. Mary's. It's really only the boards that have kept Kennedy in this game, where they dominate 37-15. Inbound pass to Coleman. Coleman makes the bucket, and assist for Bree Moore.
It's a really nice play out of the timeout, drawn up to get a nice look at the hoop.
57-38. Lynette Johnson, double team, gets it over the top to Lee. Lee back to Johnson. Johnson, NBA three-pointer, no good off the front of the iron. Tyler Scott's rebound putback, no good. Rebound for Moore. And a double dribble, rare mistake by Bree Moore.
We saw early on those Kennedy was able to finish around the hoop, but lately their legs are just tired. No matter how much you practice for it and prep for it and strategize for it, you can't be ready to playing against such a frenetic pace and such a frenetic team when you haven't done it before.
St. Mary's calls timeout. Looking at the stat line, Bree Moore needs just 3 more steals for the triple-double. She has 10 of St. Mary's 19 rebounds, 21 points, and 7 steals.
Wow.
So, just 2 assists, but literally she could get the triple-double via the steal line. And with St. Mary's press, it wouldn't be shocking to see Moore pick off 3 more passes down the stretch here, or steal 3 more pickpockets along the way.
Not at all, especially with the way she's been flying on the court. She's been everywhere here in the second half.
Inbound to Johnson. Johnson gets down low to Tyler Scott, and Tyler Scott gets fouled in the low block. Foul's going to be on Sharice Holloway. Third personal, second team foul. And Kennedy will inbound underneath their own basket, trailing 57-38 with 3:56 left to go. And I think we've got a traveling violation. Rams comfortably ahead here. Maria Lauren Ramos. Rams are going to run some clock before taking each shot. Coleman giving it up. St. Mary's showing a little bit of patience here with the lead. Moore shaking and baking. Loses the handle that time. 4-3. Ramos tried to get up the shot, and we're going to have a shot clock violation on St. Mary's.
Shot clock violation.
Turnover Rams, but with a 19-point lead, you can afford mistakes like that.
Yeah, that was a rare possession, as the Rams have been looking to get their shots up and up frequently this whole game, but now with a 19-point lead with 3.5 minutes left, they're content to slow it up, and a shot clock violation isn't the worst thing, as it stops the clock, but it forces the team to take the ball out of bounds.
Three-pointer on the way, and she gets it. Lee, her 4th three-pointer of the night. And it's 57-41 with 3:08 left to go. Timeout on the floor. St. Mary's 57, Kennedy 41. You're watching the Sac-Joaquin Section Division I Girls Championship here on PlayOnSports.com and CIF Sac-Joaquin.tv.
You have to wonder if Kennedy will start a press of their own right here. Down 16, 3 minutes left. It's definitely desperation time, even though St. Mary's has a lot of good ball handlers and are quicker than Kennedy. At this point in the game, you have to try to force some turnovers and manufacture things.
I got to think, if you ask head coach Dave Parsh before this game and said with 3:08 left to go, you'll hold St. Mary's to 57, he'd have felt pretty good about that. It's just been that his offense has been suffocated by the St. Mary's defense here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it really has. They haven't been, they've hardly been able to get a look at the hoop.
Rams with the basketball and the 16-point lead. Inside 3 minutes to play. And St. Mary's showing patience again. Moore penetrates, splits the defense, misses the layup, but draws the foul. Bree Moore has just been amazing tonight for St. Mary's. In the section semifinal, she got into early foul trouble and limited her effectiveness against Armio, but tonight, no such problems. Free throw up, it's good. 58-41, 2:52 left to go. Substitutions. Jessica Lauderdale and Delana Tyler Scott back into the game. And Sharice Holloway back into the game for St. Mary's. Second free throw also good. 59-41. Gives Moore 23 on the night, 9 for 11 from the charity stripe.
Even though they're up 18 right now, they're not relenting on the pressure too much.
Oh, no. For St. Mary's, this is a close game. Shot on the way by Johnson, no good. Rebound, battled for, no one controlling. Finally, Marian Lauren Ramos secures it. Across to Moore. Moore has it stolen by Lee. Lee gives it up to the trailer. Down low to Owen. Owen's shot no good. Rebound put back by Tyler Scott. Good. Delana Tyler Scott, and it's 59-43. And Moore gets fouled in the backcourt. Foul's going to be on Jessica Lauderdale. Third personal, 9th team foul. And Bree Moore will go to the line shooting the one-on-one bonus.
On
with
that
2:01 left to go.
On that last steal from Lee, it looked like she was actually converging on Moore to try and commit a foul, but Moore just dribbled it into Lee's legs, and before she could wrap Moore up, she had the ball.
24 on the night for Moore. She keeps padding her total. 60-43. St. Mary's with the lead. 2:01 left to go. Second free throw good. 61-43. Rams still with the press. Lee dribbles through it. Over the top to Owen. Holloway deflects it out of bounds. And Kennedy will maintain possession. 19 on the shot clock, 1:50 left to go in the game. St. Mary's now finally comfortably up 61-43. Lee thought about the three, and I think she should have just tried it. Down low to Tyler Scott. Tyler Scott misses the layup, but she draws the foul.
St. Mary's foul, 44,
Sharice Holloway with her fourth personal. Third team foul. Oh my, they're going to say before the shot. Into Johnson. Johnson's short shot, no good. Rebound by Tyler Scott, but she loses the handle. Coming up with it is Coleman. And Moore going to run some clock here with the comfortable lead. And Coleman finally gets fouled near midcourt. Foul's going to be from Sydney Owen.
Kennedy foul, number 23, Sydney
Her third personal, 10th team foul. Rams will be in the double bonus the rest of the way, and it'll be Unique Coleman at the line. Coleman 6 for 11 from the field. 3 for 8 from the line tonight. Struggling a little bit from the charity stripe.
Cougars are intentionally fouling. Not often you see a team.
And she misses them both.
Employ that strategy when you're down by 18 points, but she missed them both, like you said, so it pays off.
Lee from NBA land, no good this time. Battle for the rebound, controlled by Owen. Back out to Lauderdale for three, no good. And the ball goes off of Tyler Scott, and it'll be St. Mary's basketball with 1:10 left to go.
Back in for the Cougars, number 30, Caitlin Mitchell. For 44, Delana Tyler Scott.
I have to think that St. Mary's is going to keep the balls in Bree Moore's hands, if nothing else, just to deter Kennedy from fouling, because she's the only one hitting her free throws right now.
Rams 1 minute away from their first Division I section championship. Tudor's jumper no good. Rebound by Johnson. This will be the 14th girls basketball section title in St. Mary's history. Long three-pointer on the way for Johnson, no good. St. Mary's will head to the state playoffs, where they're going to be seeking their 7th state championship. They've won 6 section state titles, 5 under head coach Tom Gonsalves, 1 under Dr. Jim Grady, who won the first one.
Number 33, Angel Johnson.
And the Rams open up the bench. Ashley Moore coming into the game, Carissa Shipp with the basketball. Moore, and Moore gets fouled.
Kennedy fouled
61-43. Sydney Fadal and Sienna Sausau waiting to come into the game for St. Mary's.
3 more shooting 2.
First free throw up, it's good.
And for the Cougars, number 34,
You know, throughout the entire game, Kennedy did a good job of executing when they got the ball past half court, but the difference in the second half was the percentage of the time that they got into the front court and into some sort of offense and getting something going to the hoop went way down.
Moore finally misses the free throw. Layup at the other end for the Cougars, and a nice bucket for Sydney Owen. 62-45, and Moore gets fouled in the back court. And Bree Moore will shoot the double bonus.
Hard to understand why they're still fouling, down 17, 25 seconds left, but they want to have as many cracks as they can.
First free throw no good. Moore has been to the line a lot tonight. That gives her 13 for 16 from the line, 13 for 17 from the line tonight. St. Mary's 18 for 29 from the line tonight. Kennedy just 2 for 4.
Yeah, that
big factor in this game.
That shows you which team's been the aggressor.
.14 seconds. Owen gets it down low and making the bucket in traffic. Jessica Yee. And I think that's going to be it. It is your Sac-Joaquin section Division I girls basketball champions, taking their 14th section title in school history. It's the St. Mary's Rams and head coach Tom Gonsalves bagging the 14th section title, first D1 title in St. Mary's history. Sammy, we'll be back with final thoughts on this one shortly. Or actually right now, your thoughts on this game. I don't think there's any question who the player of the game was.
Yeah, Bree Moore was the difference. Kennedy was able to stay with it for the first 2.5 quarters because they were able to execute and they stayed under control against the trap and against the full court press. But once Bree Moore stepped it up and she just wreaked havoc and wouldn't let Kennedy get into any sort of offense and let them get past half court, let alone get a shot off towards the hoop. And for a solid 5-minute stretch, she was just getting steals, getting the ball, getting fouled, and inflicting havoc and making sure that St. Mary's was going to come out victorious.
All right, let's look at the final statistics from this one. First of all, team shooting statistics. St. Mary's tonight, 21 for 46 from the field, just 3 for 13 from the arc, 18 for 29 from the free throw line. For Kennedy, 20 for 56 from the field, 5 for 20 from the arc, just 2 for 4 from the line. leading individual scorers for St. Mary's. Bree Moore, who we mentioned, 7 from 11 for the field, 0 for 1 from the arc, 13 for 17 from the line, 27 points. Followed up by Unique Coleman, who was 6 for 11 from the field, 0 for 3 from the line, 3 for 9 from the arc, 15 points. Rest of the St. Mary's scoring, Delgado with 11, 8 for Holloway, 2 for Tudor, and that's your total for St. Mary's. Just 63 points tonight. Uncharacteristic total for St. Mary's, but good enough for the W and the section title, 63-47. For the Kennedy Cougars, leading scorer tonight, Katie Lee, 4 for 9 from the field, 4 for 7 from the three-point line, 12 points for their leading scorer. And then you've got Lynette Johnson, 4 for 15 from the field, 1 for 7 from three-point land for 9 points. The rest of the Kennedy scoring, Mitchell with 9, who got shut out in the second half, 6 points for Tyler Scott, 4 points for Owen, 3 points for Ing, and 2 points apiece for Lauderdale and for Yee for 47 points. Rebounds, what a story. St. Mary's winning despite getting absolutely slaughtered on the boards tonight, 44-21. And Bree Moore had a double-double tonight, 10 rebounds, leading rebounder for St. Mary's with 10. Looking at the other side of the equation, leading rebounder in the game tonight, Lynette Johnson with 17 rebounds to go with her 9 points. But this game all St. Mary's, and they are headed to the NorCal playoffs, as will Kennedy. St. Mary's will move on as they run their record on the season to 29-2. Kennedy drops to 23-6. So final thoughts.
This is really what we expected. Kennedy did a great job of staying with it as long as they did and making it a game, but just looking how St. Mary's reacted when the final buzzer sounded, light applause. They expected to get this victory. It's not a huge celebration, and they came here, and although it wasn't their prettiest game of the season, they took care of business.
So final score from Sleep Train Arena, it's the St. Mary's Rams winning their 14th section championship, 63-47 over the Kennedy Cougars. Paul Sheet on the play-by-play, Sammy Meckler on the color saying good night, everybody.